It is a nitty-gritty type of piece. What is nice about this film was we were actually presented with a press kit, so to speak. And so we are given a sort of breakdown of the intention that the director had within this film. But you kind of also see the different elements, the different pieces that go into the inspirations of the film. And so you get to see how, shot for shot of how they wanted this world to look like and how they wanted to present themselves and the different influences of previous stories that have been told. And so, what's so important is this film tells you that you need human connection in order to survive. Our love, compassion, having this undeniable sense of um, do all or end all, so to speak. And we get to see these different people and these different outcomes of these people and this butterfly effect that happens within humanity. We make this choice and we kind of have to live with it sometimes. And this is kind of going against that odd. This is trying to change the different lives of not only one person, but multiple entities and multiple backgrounds. And with that comes consequences. And how do you um, fight these challenges that are being faced with you within that?
What really lies in this futuristic dystopian is the relationship of all the characters in the plot twists that are revealed later on. For example, T's wife is all but a clone from Planet X, which her goal was to harm the family, specifically his daughter. Lodi and T can see the future. T's current partner is linked to Lodi. Lodi's superior gets a change of heart and ends up going rogue in the very end to help the cause. I particularly love the fact that the ending connected back to the beginning. Things all start to click. We get to see a version of a life where T is a deprived, unsuccessful artist, thanks to Planet X stripping his powers and fortune away. And then there's also a life where he's successful and prosperous, which does happen to be the ending, making it a good one. The cinematography was good. The colors were good. I particularly love the interior of T's mansion in the timeline where he's rich.
The graphics are very well done. And this is especially important because this is a science fiction feature and has to have great graphics to make the world that they're creating believable. So it's always appreciated because it means that the creators really took their time with it. I think the cinematography is incredible. The drone shots that they had, especially in the establishing shots, are very beautiful because they really show the world very well. Again, this is science fiction, it's creating a new world, so it's great to understand what your context is in this. So, and obviously, the grading is done well. I think that the actors have very great chemistry and they perform very well individually and as together. I think they gel well, and I think whoever the casting director or the director was in that really did well to choose those. And it pays off in the writing as well. I think the story is represented well and clearly. Most importantly, it does well to create sort of the world and help the audience enter into that space that they're in and sort of understand the timeline, the social environment, and geographical location.
The film is at first you don't really understand exactly what's going on because you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle, but that just adds more curiosity and desire to understand the whole picture. And then later in the film, you're given those pieces and you are blown away by the full and very original concept of the movie. I think my favorite part is definitely the end, the last third or fourth of the movie. Um, the film itself is not action based, but those action sequences that are in there are actually really well made. And I think the movie, the plot is revealed in a way that is, I think, very elegant and it's gradual.
The time travel element comes slowly in the film, and the film try to focus on all the motivations that we have behind the time travel, why they are traveling, what happened before, and I think that also T's character is also a well-developed character with a great character arc that, in the end, really completes. Is satisfied. The character arc, it really finds its rightful end. With we have a lot of setups that end up with all the fade offs that they deserve. And what I love more is also the connection between scene one in the film and last scene in the film. So we have the introduction, the presentation, etc., and then he goes for his speech, and then we close the movie in the same exact way, but he knows there's something haunting him, something's gonna happen. I really like this is a perfect closure of the sci-fi film, which was also well performed, well acted with the excellent direction cinematography. With that doesn't it doesn't even look like an independent movie, because you have such a level of great cinematography that it really feels like any major any movie that could come out from any major studios.
I think at some point all of us have kind of struggled with a decision. A lot of the times I think we struggle with big decisions, trying to make sure that we're, doing the right thing for us and, moving our lives in the direction that we want them to go and, doing what we quote unquote should be doing or supposed to do. Um, and I think that because I think everybody has struggled with kind of a big decision, uh, at one point in their life, this idea of, a parallel universe really does capture people's, imagination. And then you get films like this, and then you get these kind of great fun stories, um, and fun, I don't know if that's the exact word, but fun in the sense that, like, it is enjoyable to watch, it is enjoyable to, kind of immerse yourself in. Um, but I loved the concepts that they were working with, I loved how they approached it and how they kind of executed it. Obviously, with me bringing it up with my being, talking about time travel with my family, we all have, quite strong opinions on it, but I enjoyed this. I enjoyed how this um, was executed. And like I said, I loved the kind of concepts that they were bringing up with like humanity and, the kind of struggle behind and the kind of, give and take there. Um, I thought it was really great. I thought it was really, well done.
Exploring applied magic in the real world, dreams, visions, nightmares, the concept of crossovers, the incipient cult leader, the belief system behind it. It's a borderline horror movie. It's very enticing, extraordinary special effects. They also have this beautiful scenery with shots from the buildings, the places. The storytelling offers us intrigue, approaches to destiny, future, suicide. This concept of also sort of body snatching. All the fighting sequences are so real. I enjoyed them a lot. Amazing performances. Their makeup effects, sound, everything, cinematography. I enjoyed it a lot. Very high quality. Also, the cruelty behind everything. It's a very great piece, and they have this amazing final dialogue about society.